Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe my channel. Ryan Seacrest needs a therapist? Listen, this is why we love him and why you should too. Let's be real for a second. When you step into the enormous, glittering, Vanna White-approved shoes of a legend like Pat Sajak on Wheel of Fortune, you're not just taking a job, you're stepping into a cultural institution. It's like buying the neighborhood bar that's been run by the same friendly old family for 40 years. Everyone has an opinion. Everyone. And right now, the talk swirling around Ryan Seacrest, the man who simply cannot sit still, is that the heat from the Wheel fan base is getting to him. The headline whispers that Ryan hates being hated. And maybe, just maybe, he needs a therapist to handle the relentless, often unmerited scrutiny. But let's pause. Let's take a collective, deep, non-robotic breath. Because if there's one thing we know about Ryan Seacrest, it's that he's not just a workhorse. He's a human being with a pulse, a massive platform, and yes, feelings. The elephant in the room. Change is hard. You felt it. I've felt it. We've all felt it. That little twinge of unease when something you love changes, even if the change is ultimately good. Wheel of Fortune is a comfort food, a nightly ritual. Pat Sajak was the perfect calm, slightly snarky patriarch of that ritual. And now we have Ryan, the energetic, over-caffeinated, genuinely excited to be here friend who bounces around the set, a human exclamation point in a world of casual crossword puzzles. Of course there's going to be pushback. The internet, bless its heart, thrives on nitpicking. A small, vocal minority complains about his longer contestant interviews. They want to get straight to the puzzle. Others grouse about his dramatic way of revealing the bonus round prize, stretching out the suspense, which, come on, is peak American Idol Ryan, and we secretly love the drama. You've got fans on Reddit calling his style wishy-washy, comparing him to a lazy host, or even criticizing his height. Seriously, height? This isn't real hate, folks. It's the sound of millions of people adjusting their collective armchair. But for a guy who has spent his entire professional life connecting with an audience, who makes a living being likable, that criticism must feel like a constant, annoying buzz. It's the emotional equivalent of a splinter that you can't quite pull out. Here's the key high conversion secret. And this is where the conversion happens, right? Here, in this moment of emotional honesty. Ryan Seacrest, the man who hosts everything, who appears to be carved from the marble of media perfection, is vulnerable. He cares. He doesn't just clock in and robotically read cue cards. He's taking those hits and he's clearly absorbing them because he wants to do a good job. He wants you to like him. Think about it. Who among us doesn't hate being hated? Who doesn't feel a sting when their effort is dismissed? That very sensitivity, that need for affirmation, is precisely what makes him such a fantastic host. He's not Pat. He's not trying to be Pat. Ryan's hosting style is full of genuine excitement, a desire to celebrate the contestants that is infectious. When a player wins big, his joy is palpable. When someone flubs a big puzzle, his consolation is real. He's putting his heart on that stage, and sometimes the digital crowd is throwing metaphorical tomatoes. The takeaway: stop complaining, start connecting. So the next time you see a headline about Ryan Seacrest needing a therapist because of fan backlash, don't scroll past, don't join the chorus of complaints. Instead, see it for what it is, a sign that he's deeply invested. He's learning on the fly, balancing a legacy with his own massive personality. He's bringing a new, high-octane energy to a 40-year-old show, and that's a massive lift. We're getting a more human, more energetic, and more emotionally available host, a guy who actually cares when you win $100,000. Let's convert that online noise into a wave of support. Let's cut the guy some slack. He's not a robot. He's Ryan. He's trying, he's smiling, and he's keeping that wheel spinning. And frankly, a little vulnerability makes his shiny perfection a whole lot more appealing. He's us, just with better lighting. Let's celebrate the humanity behind the microphone, not the criticism of the growing pains of a new era. Because if we want high engagement television, we need high emotion hosts. And in the hates being hated Seacrest, we've got our guy. Let's make sure he knows it.